Well, we're going to delve into the Week 6 highlights. And, of course, Lions, we could have had a million highlights, but we'll start off with this one. It was a long pass from Jared Goff to Tim Patrick. As you know, Tim Patrick, we got off the waiver wire from the Broncos, and he makes this amazing catch to put him into the red zone to set up for a David Montgomery for his 5th touchdown run of the year. I mean, he is something else running. Well, how did you feel about this, Tony?
Again, having a third receiver and having a young man that's out there giving them an extra lift is important. Yeah. And that young man did a really good job catching the football and getting the Lions going early. And obviously, David Montgomery is being the beast that he's been all season.
Yeah.
I would say that Montgomery and Gibbs is pretty much what Dallas is lacking in offense.
Absolutely.
A run game.
Absolutely.
And you can see here just how good David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are this year.
Yeah.
And it's full steam ahead for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Lions would then pick off pick off Dak Prescott. It was a Brian Branch interception in the end zone. That would have been his second one had one was not called back earlier in the first quarter. That would lead to a Jake Bates 40-yard field goal play.
Your guy.
And Mr. Big Leg himself through the uprights, 40 yards for a field goal. The Lions would keep it going on this trickery. A toss to Montgomery, to St. Brown, back to Goff, and a TD to Sam Laporta. That was his first TD of the year, guys. It looks like he's starting to heat up. What do you think, Tony?
Again, Lions seem to have a plethora of trick plays, and they are showing them. They're showing them all. Yeah. You know, they're showing them all. So you got a chance to see another trick play. But I think the purpose of the trick play this time was get Laporta the football.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to give him the ball in any normal stances and any normal situations so far, so they found a way to give him the ball.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Tim? Cole.
Yeah, I think getting Laporta involved is huge. He needs to get the ball. He needs to have the ball. That way it opens everything up for everyone else. You know, if the backs keep doing what they're doing, but getting Laporta, this play was good to get Laporta involved, get him a touchdown, and continue that. He's a big part of their offense.
Yeah.
The next highlight we have here is a Jake Bates 48-yard field goal. He has just been on fire from deep. 48-yard field goal for Jake Bates. Then David Montgomery once again in for his 6th touchdown right up the middle. 6 TD on the year, second of the game. That ended the half at 26-6. The second half started out with this Jameson Williams 37-yard pass from Jared Goff for his 3rd touchdown of the year. Cole, Jameson has been looking pretty good. And they really got creative with him today.
Yeah, you keep using him like that. Again, you can't teach speed. My thing with him has always been like, what kind of routes is he going to run? But he's electric. He's one of those players that if he gets involved, it seems like the team just takes off.
Tony, what did you think about Jameson today?
This, to me, was a microcosm of what the Dallas Cowboys were today. They weren't prepared on this play. Detroit came out, hurry up, quick snap, hurry snap, and they caught him unprepared. Defense wasn't prepared to defend it, and you got a guy, as Corey mentioned, who has blazing speed, and he's able to run a corner route and get open and score a touchdown.
Well, the game offensively for the Lions was really good today, but this next Aiden Hutchinson sack, but guys, this does not look good for the Lions on the defensive edge. Hutchinson went down. When you looked at the replay, he said he thought he broke his leg. He was carried out on a stretcher. How does this change the Lions defense, Tony?
Obviously, and prayers up for Aiden and the family. And I don't care who you like, who you don't like, what teams you like. You don't ever want to see this happen to anybody. Football is a very, very physical game. I talk about it all the time. There's a war for attrition. But I hate to see this. Really, really disappointed that it's had to happen to him, obviously. And it's going to change some things for the Lions. They may have to look to make some trades. They may have to look to see if they can add somebody to help bolster that defense and keep it relevant when it comes to pass rush. They won't play Dallas every week.
Right.
Next week's opponent will definitely be difficult for them, and they're going to have to get some pass rush against that Minnesota team. And it's going to have to be a collective effort defensively. They're going to have to play well together.
We'll talk more about that Aiden Hutchinson injury later on in the show. Brian Branch, another INT. Dak Prescott just looked frazzled all day long. This is Branch's second TD of the game. Almost had 3. Almost taking it into the end zone. Corey, looking at Dak Prescott, what do you feel is his issue for the Cowboys?
I think preparation. The consistency of Dak bothers me. You know, he you kind of never know which Dak you're going to get. We got to stick with him. He's the guy. They just paid him. But I just think the quarterback play throughout the league is just not across the board consistent. And Dak, obviously today, he looked all over the place. His eyes looked spooked. I don't like, again, that's coaching. He looked like Kyler Murray against the Lions. Didn't look good at all.
As you see on the highlight, that led to this St. Brown touchdown, and the Lions kept on rolling. And then it was another Dak Prescott interception. And we'll talk more about Tony's takeaways on the offense and defense. So much to talk about in this game.